Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Basham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. There's Jefferson to pull that in. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 51 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time, and with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start, threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4. Just 4 yards short of the franchise's single-game record. Then came his injury in Week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboys season.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And the return will stop right around the 25. Following the interception, Cousins.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Joseph's got it. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
A run here with Dak.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The give is to Elliott. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Cousins to throw it.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Handoff comes to Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
43 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys.
Here's Jordan Berry now.
Back deep, CeeDee Lamb.
There goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some space here. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screenplay. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This is Tony Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
If they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Cousins now from the 50. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now Cousins.
Quickly to Thielen here.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On the ground, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Throwing, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This is Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Draw play, Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pollard again.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
KJ Osborne, the one he was looking for.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Cousins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That catch good for only a couple. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll throw again. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
First down carry by Elliott. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they will take a knee here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.